Allison and Diogo a bit worried full time out there?
Yeah, both are out. With Ali, it's a bit lesser, so we have to see. We have to not day by day. We're not gonna play tomorrow, not on Sunday. Probably not a week after. Then it should be kind of okay. But yoga will take a little bit longer. We don't know exactly how long, but it's a bit more severe, and we have to see. No, bad enough. Bad enough.
Chris?
Jürgen, obviously with Allison out only for 2 games, Queeveen would likely step in. Like, he's obviously been a player who's been linked with moves away, but is this the importance of having like a good second choice?
Yeah, that's pretty much. Sorry, Chris, that's pretty much self-answering question. Exactly, that's it. We that's why we knew we want to have Queeve here for these moments. Nobody, Queeve involved, wanted Ali to get injured, but if these kind of things happen, then you need the strongest possible option, and that's Queeve for us, and that's why that's the only positive about that, to be honest, that we can put in Queeve, and that's fine. Yeah, now he gets opportunity, but he deserves anyway. He would have played tomorrow night anyway. That's clear. But now he will have a few more games, and hopefully he can show his full potential.
Paul at the front.
Yeah, good one. Obviously, you can progress to the knockout stages with a win. What are you looking to see tomorrow night? Make changes. What are you looking for from the point of view?
Yeah, look, we are on the beginning of the most intense period of the whole season. So that's how it is. We play now Thursday, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. That's super tough. And then I don't know exactly what's the next game after that, but that's now the first. Then probably Thursday again. Yes, Crystal Palace is the last game of these 4 games in a pretty short period of time. So we have to make decisions, and I have to make decisions, and that's clear. But it's not about qualifying or whatever. It's about winning a football game, and against a really good opponent. We won there, yes, but we had our struggles in the game. We didn't forget that. And more important, Linz plays a really good season. Play a really good season. There's a good way. They look well set up and this kind of thing. We respect that. We always did. But what we have tomorrow, and that's what we have to make accountable as well, is an atmosphere. So people are here. We have to make sure that this is a European night. That's what I expect us to do. A European night, a proper European night at Anfield. Really going for it. I will line up a team. I didn't hear anything yet that I cannot. All the others besides the injured players. I will line up a team who has fresh legs, who will go for it, who wants to enjoy the game and will really fight for a result. And if Anfield wants to do that as well, that would be massively helpful. Because the only problem in this competition could be from time to time. If you have tomorrow night or tonight a Champions League game, I don't have to talk about these kind of things. It's just clear, bam, go for it. But we as a team, we 100% arrived in this competition, and we from the first, already last season when we realized we will qualify for the European League. We were really happy about that, and that's what I want us to do. That we really don't go in a game like this, and if you play a bad pass or whatever, that then the atmosphere is not there. So we need to make a special night of it, because it is a difficult game. The opponent is not. He has a chance themselves not to qualify tomorrow night, but to qualify in general for the next round, and that would be massive for Linz. I know that. And we have to make sure that we really show as a package, Liverpool package, that is a wonderful place to come, but a horrible place to come as well in the same moment.
Carl.
The result in Toulouse a helpful reminder
No.
of what this competition requires.
I didn't need that. I would have loved to win that game. I would have loved to play better. But we didn't. It was not needed. Was it helpful? 3 weeks ago. Well, since then we was in a national break. A lot of things happened since then. I'm not sure I will mention that again. No, it's it just made the situation more difficult. That's how it is. So we wanna win tomorrow night, and then we want to win it in Belgium as well. But if we don't win tomorrow night, then the game in Belgium in a super intense period will be even tougher. So yeah, it's really all about performing tomorrow night and really going for it. That's the idea. But
Yes, guys. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Big up. What is that with my focus? There we go. Let's sort that out. There we go. We're in focus. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for joining me yet again. I do appreciate it. My signal is awful at the moment. You got to bear up. My internet is not great at the moment. I ain't gonna lie. My internet is shocking at the moment. Yeah, having issues with my internet provider. Hopefully it can carry on. It'll be all right. It sort itself out. This camera is doing my nutting. But guys, good afternoon. Yeah, I was just listening to a bit of Jurgen Klopp's press conference there because I haven't heard much of it. So I was just listening to little bits there before we do this match preview. Big up to everyone in the house. Thank you very much for joining me. Eric, my man, much love to you, Eric. I'm so sorry to hear about your dad passing away. That's heartbreaking, man. Everyone at Jamie Phillips Football Chats, everyone in the community, we send our love to you, my man. And yeah, if we can just take a little bit of that, a little bit of rest away from your torment at the moment for 10, 20, 30 minutes and just give you something else to think about for a half an hour, then that's a joy. But yeah, so sorry to hear that, man. Much love from me and everyone in the Jamie Phillips Football Chat community right now. There's nothing worse than losing a loved one and a parent especially. So much love to you, my friend. Much love to you. Hopefully we can give you like half hour here of a little bit of something where you don't have to, you can just have a little bit of fun for 30 minutes and forget about everything. And yeah, big up to you, man. And hopefully the boys win tonight as well, which make it a little bit easier. But much love, my friend. Much love. Big up to Jen as well. Thank you very much. 10-month member. Big up, Jane. Thanks for all you do. No, thanks for all you do, guys. All you guys in the chat. You're the ones who make the show. You're the ones who make the show, my friend. You're the ones who make the show. Couldn't do it without you. Big up Reverend Knight in the house. Big up Daz in the house. Living the dream. Eric, as I said. Jen, Brett, Vase of Flowers. Lee, how you doing? Colin, Panoff. Yeah, big up to all you guys. Hope you're all doing well. TW74 in the house as well. Now, much love to all of you. Big up to every single damn one of you in here right now. So, Liverpool playing LASK tonight. It's got some interesting. Look, the reason this is interesting, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get up the groups right now. We'll have a check the groups out here as well. What I'll do, I'll put it. I guess get that so you can actually see it because it's a white background. So let's get it up so you can actually. There we go. It should be all right. So there you can see it. Liverpool top the group at the moment. 4 games played, 3-1, no draws, 1 loss, scored 4, conceded 5, goal difference 7, 9 points right now. Hopefully my internet holds up. I don't know what's wrong with it. Hopefully it's all good. Liverpool win tonight. They will seal their qualification into the next round of the Europa League. Obviously, it won't be if THU draw today or lose to Union, then Liverpool will top the group automatically tonight. So Liverpool will be looking to top the group, get their win, get 12 points, and then hopefully THU's draw or loss today will mean Liverpool qualify as the leaders of the group and go straight into the last 16. Liverpool don't want to qualify and finish runners up and play a last 32 game. That's not what Liverpool want. That's just more issues, more games that Liverpool have to play that they don't need to play. So yeah, Liverpool winning the group tonight. Hopefully Toulouse and Union can get a draw or a loss to Toulouse would be nice, and Liverpool will comfortably win the group with 1 game to spare. And if we look at all the groups, so if we start with Group A, so obviously last 16, we're looking at teams we can possibly play in the last 16. So in Group A, West Ham and Freiburg are first and second in that group right now, and 9 points each. Olympiacos back on 4 points. A win for West Ham will qualify them. So if West Ham finish top of that group, we can't play West Ham in the last 16. Can't play a team from each country. So you're looking at a possible match against Freiburg in the last 16. Also in Group B, looking like Marseille and Brighton are going to go through in that group. We obviously can't play Brighton. So you're looking at a possible last 16 game against Marseille. In Group C, you got Real Betis, who look like they're going to win their group. Rangers are doing well as well. Big up Rangers. There's a possibility you can play Rangers, but it looks like Real Betis will win that group. So there's a possibility at the moment that Liverpool could play a Real Betis, a Marseille, and a Freiburg. In Group D, you've got Atalanta and Sporting. Sporting are 3 points clear at the top. 3 points clear at the top. One more win will qualify them in first place. There's a possibility Liverpool can play either Sporting or an Atalanta in the last 16. And that's our group. And in Group F, you got Rennes and Villarreal. 2 teams there. And also you got the Europa League teams as well, Champions League teams that have come through as well. And in Group G, you got Slavia Prague and Roma. Roma's the one you probably just don't want at the moment. And in Group H, you got Leverkusen have qualified already, top of the group. Quebec as well. So Leverkusen, so you got potential opponents here in Leverkusen, a Roma, a Slavia Prague, a Rennes or Villarreal, an Atalanta or Sporting, Real Betis, probably a Marseille, and a Freiburg. But if West Ham top the group, don't. And then you got the teams dropping down in the Champions League. In the third place Champions League teams. And if you look at the way the Champions League is right now, it's diabolical. The Champions League is shocking. Look at the games midweek, Tuesday and Wednesday. Then games are terrible. There's no real good European teams that I'd fear. So if you look at the teams that are going to qualify probably for the last 16, and the teams that are going to qualify for the last 32 in Europa League groups, you look at the teams finishing third in the UEFA Champions League. There's not a lot of teams that Liverpool should fear. Liverpool should win this competition, in my opinion, quite easily. It should be no sweat. You look at some of these teams, Leverkusen and Roma from Europa League will be a threat on their own. Champions League teams finishing third, Sevilla finishing a third place, that'll be a threat. Man United, if they finish third in their group, might be a threat. I'm trying to think of other teams that are actually be a threat to Liverpool in Europa League. I just don't see it. I really don't see it. So, yeah, I think Liverpool should, in my opinion, win this Europa League, in my opinion. We should be going to Dublin and just getting the business done, guys. Really should. Really, really should. But look, that's all to come. That's all to come. We got to get our game one tonight. We get our game one tonight and we qualified. Hopefully my internet gets a bit better in a minute. I do apologise. I don't know what's going on with it right now. It's a pain in the butt. Man United ain't finishing third in their group. I sort of want Man United to finish third in their group because I don't want Man United to have one game a week. I don't really want Man United to have one game a week and get that extra rest. So I'd actually like Man United to finish third in their group and drop down into Europa League because it gives them more games. Leverkusen will be a hard game and the teams coming down from Champions will give us some games. Yeah. People like Galatasaray and stuff. Decent away. If you watch the way Galatasaray play, they play with 6 up front. So Liverpool play them, they would annihilate them. Do you know what I mean? I don't know about you guys. I don't really fear anyone There's no one in Europe I'm really fearing, especially in Europa League. You know, we ain't going to come up against a Man City, a Barcelona, a Real Madrid, a PSG or a Bayern Munich, probably. You know, PSG could go, you never know. But, you know, we're not going to come across a PSG, really. We're not going to come across a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, a Man City, an Arsenal. These sort of teams, Liverpool are not going to come up against in Europa League. So all the other teams are cannon fodder, in my opinion. There's some difficult teams that could give you a tricky game. But I would take Liverpool beating everyone over 2 legs. I would. Especially at Anfield. Liverpool beating anyone at Anfield, in my opinion. You know, and then you go away from home, you just get a draw. That's all you got to do away from home. Especially in Europe. You win your home game. You go away and pick up a draw and you go through. You know, as long as you don't lose, you should be fine, in my opinion, in 2 legs. You know, in Europa League, you know, Leverkusen will be a tough team to play, but I still fancy Liverpool over 2 legs. Roma would be a tough team to play, but I still fancy Liverpool over 2 legs. You know, the Borussia Dortmund qualified for the Champions League knockout stages last night. PSG and Newcastle still got to qualify. It's anyone's group, that AC Milan. Any of them teams drop down, I still fancy Liverpool in 2 legs. I really do. Sevilla. I know Sevilla, this is Sevilla's competition, but I do fancy Liverpool getting over 2 legs. You know what I'm saying? It's just... I want the Europa League trophy, guys. I really want this Europa League trophy desperately. You know, I think Liverpool should attempt to win every trophy can win. Liverpool can win the Europa League, can win the League Cup, can win the FA Cup, try and go for the Premier League. In my opinion, Liverpool should try and go for every single competition that they're in right now. I don't understand why people don't want to do that. You know, do you want Man United catching Liverpool up in honours? I don't. I want to keep our trophies more in Man United. I want to be the most decorated team in English football history. If that's the case, then we need to win competitions. I want Jurgen Klopp and these players to win more silverware. I don't think Liverpool have won enough trophies in the last few years. I really don't. I think Liverpool should have won more trophies in the last few years. And, you know, this team is capable of winning trophies. You know, we've got the League Cup coming up. I think we've got Bournemouth in the League Cup. We win that, we're in the semi-final of the League Cup. You know, a lot of big teams have gone out of that League Cup already. Liverpool feel like they could win that. You've got Chelsea in there, probably the only other team. You'd probably feel that Liverpool could win that. You know, the FA Cup comes around in January. We'll see what happens when that gets drawn. But yeah, I think this team needs to win more. I think this team needs to win more trophies. You know, I want Jurgen Klopp and these boys need more trophies. That's just in my opinion. You know, I want these players to have the set, you know, Champions League, Europa League, Premier League, FA Cups, League Cups. You know, why not? That's what we should be going for. Then if you win the Europa League, look, people might not rate it, but I do. Then next season you play a Europa League, a Super Cup final against the Champions League winners. And that's another possibility of getting another trophy, you know, in the Super League. Some people might not rate it, but I actually do, because you have to win the 2 biggest European trophies in club football to enter that competition to win that game. So I rate it. This is what I'm saying. This team needs to be about winning. The habit has to be about winning. You know, just go in there and get the job done, man. Win trophies. Bring all the trophies back. I want all the belts. I said this all the time. If I'm Liverpool, I want all the belts, man. I want every single trophy that's available for Liverpool Football Club. Go and win them. Bring them back. Let's have parades. Let's have fun. It should be the way, man. It should be the way. And the final is in Dublin. Come on. It writes itself, man. It writes itself. Say hello to some people in the chat right now. Big up Bear in the chat. Hope you're doing well. Is it West Ham in the Carabao Cup? Why did I think Bournemouth? Don't know. Did we play Bournemouth in the last round? Was that what it was? Don't know why I'm thinking Bournemouth. It was West Ham. I stand corrected. Big up my man Sadiq in the chat. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Big up Daz as well. Big up Danny as well. We have an excellently built juggernaut stopping Australia. Bullshit. Yeah, look, with City, yeah, that's a different thing. But, you know, they're not in some of the competitions we're in. You know, City ain't in the League Cup. I don't think they're not in and they're not in Europa League. Nothing's stopping Liverpool winning them trophies, man. Nothing's stopping us. Big up DL as well. A great goal win. Should be winning something every year, Jamie. I think so as well. Hope Europa League doesn't give 5 Champions League places or a Man United or Chelsea. It more than likely will. Can you imagine Liverpool winning Europa League is the reason Man United get Champions League next year? Let me put this to you then, guys, in the chat. Let me put this to you in the chat right now. Would you be okay with it and happy with it if Liverpool won the Europa League, but Man United finished 5th in the Premier League, which means because Liverpool won the Europa League, Man United get Champions League football the following year? Would you be like, let it be? You know, trophies matter, or does that rivalry go too deep? Does that rivalry go too deep? You know, I'd be like, I'd win Europa League, man. And then you can go to Man United fans. Put it this way, man. Put it this way, guys. If Liverpool won the Europa League and Man United finished 5th, I'd just go, look, to Man United fans, they pipe up and go, oh, thanks for getting us in there. Oh, what have you done? I'll be like, look, you had to hold on to our coattails to get Champions League football. You should be thanking Liverpool Football Club. You should be getting on your knees and opening it up and thanking Liverpool Football Club for getting you in the Champions League, because we're successful at the moment and you're not, and you're riling on our success. So Man United are piling on Liverpool's success because we're getting them to places that their club can't get right now. That's what we should do. Get on your knees and open up. You know what I mean? That's what we should do. So, yeah, who cares, man? I'm taking Europa League every day of the week, you know? I'm taking Europa League every day of the week. Let them suffer in the knowledge that it weren't for Liverpool. Do you know that would hurt them even more? That would hurt Man United fans even more, actually. That they'd have to suffer in the knowledge that it was thanks to their worst rivals that they're back in the Champions League. You know what I'm saying? That will play on your mind, man. That'll give you nightmares. You're like, oh my God, we're Liverpool's bitches. That's what it is. They're a bitch. You know, you do what I say. I want a cup of tea. You do it. That's what Man United fans will become. I want a cup of tea. Do it. I want a sandwich. Do it. They will become our bitch. Yeah? Because we got them where they can't get them because we're successful. Yeah, think of it like that. Think of it like that. Think of it like that. That's the way I'm going to think of it. Yeah, have that, United fans. And here's a question for you. I'm going to give you a question right now, guys. Everyone in the chat right now. And I want everyone to think about this, yeah? This question with their answer. Right? I want you to actually think about this question I'm about to tell you right now. Ask you right now. Who was the worst keeper in their first year at their new club? Was it Karius or Onana? I need you to tell me right now. So I know Karius made that mistake in the Champions League final, but if you think about the season he had in general, Karius weren't actually that bad. Who was the worst keeper in their first year at their brand new club? Was it Karius or was it Onana at Manchester United? Let me know right now. Because Liverpool were like, no, we can't be doing that anymore. I went and got Alisson Becker. So, and let's take some bias out of it as well. Let's take some bias out of it because I've watched Man United quite a lot. I've watched Man United quite a lot this season, like we all probably have. And Onana, I'm sorry, even when he saves it, he doesn't look like he's comfortable. You know, when he saves the ball, he saves it, yeah? Like he'll put a hand out and save it, but somehow the ball will go the opposite way to where he saved it. So if he stretched out and saved it there, the ball should go that way. But the ball goes back that way. He's got the flappiest wrists. Even when he saves a shot, it don't look convincing. And how many mistakes has he made this season already? He has made so many mistakes this season already, even with his kicking. You know, they bought him for his kicking. Yeah, can't kick a ball. So, yeah, I personally think Karius had a better 12 months than Onana did. That's just my opinion, anyway. And they're both crap. They're both crap, man. Yeah, exactly, Oscar. Exactly. But if you go back and watch, guys, go back and watch Onana at Inter Milan and go and watch him back at Ajax. He made these mistakes at them clubs as well. You know, go back and watch his highlight reels of some of the games when he was at Ajax as well. Made ridiculous mistakes. 8 mistakes led to about 8 goals, yeah. Yeah, Karius didn't have the... I don't think we're talking... Karius had moments, but I don't think we're talking about how bad he was till he hit the Champions League final. Let's face it, that Champions League final cost him his career. I know he went on to play for Newcastle, and I think he went to Union Berlin and stuff like that, but he was never the same guy. Yeah, THU. Man United get goalkeepers wrong quite badly, don't they? You know, THU as well. Onana. How much they spend on Onana? Was it 50 million? Is it 50 million? They'll probably have to go out and buy another goalkeeper because he is trash. Yeah, that's very true, Wiggs. That's very, very true. Plus, Onana was high anyway. I mean, he's just... I love it when Onana blames the defence. Have you seen when Onana's blaming the defence for when he makes a mistake? It's hilarious. Oh yeah, Robbie Savage and Rio Ferdinand on commentary in that game, man. I had to mute it. I don't know about you guys. I had to turn it down. It was just, it was horrible. And even Darren Fletcher, the other commentator, he was basically wearing a Man United shirt as well. Now, I don't mind it when Sky do it, when it's Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher in Man United and Liverpool games, because it makes sense. You know, Carragher's a red. Neville's a red. It's Man United, Liverpool. You know, it makes sense, yeah? I'm fine with that. But BT or TNT Sports or whatever they're bloody called now. Oh, it's horrible, man. Oh, it's horrible. Yeah, don't his brother play for Lons? Don't his brother play for Lons, who was the goalkeeper last night? I might be wrong with that. Let me know. I swear his brother plays for Lons. He might not have been the keeper last night, but I swear he does. Let me know in the chat, guys. Karius cost 4.5 million. Onana 47 million. Yeah, I'm watching TNT Sport. It's like Man United TV. It is, man. It's terrible. Oh, maybe he does, man. Yeah, Man United fans were. Yeah, they were, man. They were. They were. And now, have you heard Man United fans now, guys? They want De Gea back. They want De Gea back. I just find that hilarious. Right, let's get off Man United talk. Let's talk about Liverpool Football Club, guys. Let's talk about Liverpool Football Club. Look, what does everyone expect tonight? What does everyone expect tonight? Does everyone expect a comfortable victory? Let me know in the chat. Does everyone expect a comfortable victory? So, if we go and look at LASK, are bottom of the group. They've won one game, which was their last game against Union, weren't it? They have scored only 5 goals and conceded 6. They're pretty much taking an arse beating off every single team at the moment, apart from the last game they played. What's everyone think here? What does everyone think? That is definitely that. We all know Endo comes in with a yellow card already. That's the rules. You know, they're the rules, Aaron. Endo comes onto the pitch with that yellow card. The rule. Angel say no. Be an Angel. Danny, hopefully, yes. I want a comfortable night, man. I want to sit on my sofa tonight and endo masterclass. I want to sit on my sofa tonight, just chilling, having a bit of dinner, watching the game, going comfortable. Comfortable. No injuries, no scares, no problems. And then I'll see in the result in the other game that Union and Toulouse have drawn and we top the group with one game to go. That's what I want. Perfect night. Perfect night. Good performance and a 7-0 win. So this is going to be interesting to see who plays today. So Jurgen Klopp said in his press conference for this game that there's going to be changes and rest for players. I think Klopp was very aware after the Man City game that players like McAllister and the South American boys especially look tired. They look knackered. You know, McAllister said after the Man City game that he found it very hard to stay awake. Although I thought McAllister had a really good game in the City, but that's just my opinion. But he found it very hard to stay awake. Darwin Núñez has played a lot of football in the last 3 weeks. Darwin Núñez has played a lot of football, so I expect him to be rested. But there's players in our team that I think need games and minutes, and they need to show themselves. So, and they need a confidence boost. So I'll tell you what, guys, there's no more fighting around. Let's just pick the team here. Let's do this. Pick the team. Let's pick the team. Right, guys, here we go. Right, we're going to pick the team 4-3-3 because of what we play. Right, I'm going to start with the forward line first, guys. Let's start with the forward line first. Who is everyone's front three today? Get your front threes in the chat. Everyone get your front threes in the chat. We're going to go from front to back. Okay? We're going to go from front to back. So that is how we're going to go today. So we're going to go front three first because I think that's the more interesting thing. I've got one straight out the back. I think Luis Diaz should play today. Because I think Luis Diaz is struggling a little bit at the moment. I think he needs a confidence boost. And he hasn't played a lot of minutes lately because of what happened to his father and stuff like that. So Luis Diaz ain't really had a lot of minutes. I think Luis Diaz should play today. And a lot of you in the chat do as well. So let's do it. Stick Luis Diaz straight in there. I'm going to stick him straight in there if this arrows up. What do you mean no player fan? Have I spelled that wrong? Oh, it's just L Diaz. No player found. Stupid shit. Right. Who else plays with Luis Diaz, guys? Who else plays with Luis Diaz? Be up Frankie Baby in the chat. Hope you're doing well, Frank. Guys, don't go and forget. Go and subscribe to Frank Carlisle TV. Do it now. One of the mods in the chat. Please go and leave Frank's link to his channel in the chat. I'd appreciate it. Any mods about, you could do that for me. That'd be beautiful. Go and subscribe to Frank. John's going Diaz, Gakpo, Doak. A lot of you are going the same. Yeah, Diaz. I think Diaz needs the minutes. I think Gakpo needs the minutes as well, guys. I really do. I think Gakpo really needs the minutes here. I think Cody Gakpo is just not quite the player he was last season. Struggling a little bit. I think we need to see him a bit more from Cody Gakpo. And I think Cody Gakpo needs again, like Diaz, I just think he needs that confidence boost. And in a game like this at Anfield, Diaz and Gakpo, for me, should be involved in goal contributions tonight or goals themselves, just to give them that confidence boost. And a lot of you are going for Doak on the right. Are we doing Dokey Boy on the right, or are we doing Cade Gordon? Now, Cade Gordon, big up, John. Thank you, Reverend. Big up, John. Cade Gordon apparently was taken out the under-21s. Has anyone seen Cade Gordon lately as well? He's huge. Has anyone seen him? The man's grown. He's massive. Kay Gordon, does he get a chance tonight? Is he going to be in the squad? Because he pulled out the under-21s with Chambers and stuff like that. And yeah, Rivalry, have a look, man. He's got big. I think I would like to see Cade Gordon come on as a sub today, in my opinion. So on the right, go. Benjamin Doak. That's the front three. I think you guys all agree as well. Oh, Josh is going with a curveball. Curveball, Harvey Elliott. I'd like to see Harvey Elliott on the right wing, actually, because that's his natural position. Let's get to the midfield. Oh, Gordon, you know. Let's get to the midfield. Who should be in the midfield three? So, I think we know one player is going to be in there, don't we? It's his competition, man. The Taro Endo's competition. Does Gravenberch get a game? Does he play Gravenberch from this start? You know, Curtis Jones has been starting Premier League games. Should Gravenberch start this game? Or does he go Curtis Jones and Gravenberch plays against Fulham, maybe? What are we saying? Because, you know, it looked like Curtis Jones needs some minutes in his legs, having them suspensions in the Premier League. What are we saying? I'm just going Endo, Gravenberch, Elliott. Endo, Gravenberch, Elliott. A lot of you saying Gravenberch and Elliott. Vasa Flowers, Lee saying Endo, Jones and Gravenberch. Frankie's also saying Curtis, Elliott, Gravenberch. Josh, Endo, Gravenberch, Elliott / Jones. Gravenberch, Endo, Jones, says Aaron. Gravenberch needs to play the weekend. Jones on. Ernie says Grav, Endo, Elliott. Colin says Endo, Jones, Endo, Trent. And big up Colin as well, being a member for 7 months. You beautiful man. Thank you very much. Guys, anyone wants to join the memberships, it helps the channel grow. It helps me get new equipment for the channel, like microphones, cameras, computers, stuff like that. So if anyone ever wants to join that's where your money goes. Anyone who wants to know where your super chat money goes, your membership money goes, it goes on building this channel to be as good as it possibly can be. So if anyone ever wonders where the money goes, that's where it goes. It goes back into the channel. So if anyone wants to join, there is a join button down there somewhere. Hit that join button. There's 2 tiers of membership. They're pretty cheap if you can. I know it's coming up to Christmas tight and all that, but if anyone wanted to join, there's the join button. It's there for anyone to join. But big up to everyone. Matty's gone fab Endo and Genie, you know. I'm going to big up Roy Hodgson in the house as well. Big up Roy. Oh, I like that one. That's good. That tickled me a bit. A lot of you saying Curtis Jones. A lot of you saying Curtis Jones. I think it might be Gravenberch. Now, it could be Gravenberch, and look, there's a possibility that Klopp decides to go Endo, Curtis Jones, Gravenberch as his midfield three, and play Elliott as the right-sided forward. There may be a case to that. So he could do something like that. So he could do something like that. So we turn them around like this. So it could be something like that. Let me know in the chat. Big up to Sam in the chat. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Sam, we have got to get you on the channel. And we've got to do stuff, man. We've got to do. Every time I ask Sam to come on the channel, by the way, I always ask him on the wrong bloody days. We laugh about it, but big up to Sam. Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're doing well. So that could be the front three. You know, Harvey on the right, Diaz on the left, Gakpo through the middle, Curtis Jones, Endu, and Gravenberch in the midfield 3. I don't know. It could be Ben Doak. See that? That's not a bad shout. Be up, Roy. Lee saying definitely play right centre mid. Grav starting the next game, so me, I wouldn't start him here. Is he going to start the next game, though? Look, I'm with you guys. I think it's time for Gravenberch to play in the Premier League from the start. But Klopp does like Curtis Jones, man. Klopp, we know Klopp's got an erection for Curtis Jones. He likes him. No matter what anyone thinks, no matter what we all think, no matter what people think, he likes Curtis Jones. I don't mind Curtis Jones. I think Curtis Jones is a good squad player. He's a good squad player, but I think Gravenberch has got more talent. So for me, Gravenberch will probably start right now. But I've got no problem with Curtis Jones being part of the squad. None at all. None at all. If he has to play games, I'm fine with it. But I do think we need to start looking at maybe getting Gravenberch into this team because there is something special about him. I see him running past Rodri against Man City on Saturday afternoon, and no one does that. There's a bit of Paul Pogba about him. There's a bit of Paul Pogba about him. I just feel like I'm going to go with that for 1 minute. Let's go to the defence for a second, guys. Let's go to the defence because, yeah, I think this is pretty easy to call. Get your back four in the everyone get your back four and goalkeeper in the chat, guys. Back four and goalkeeper in the chat. Curtis Jones, English Fabinho. Yeah, Gravenberch, he does Reds for life. He does. He has got that Pogba thing about him. Chambers, yeah, that's what I was exactly going to go for. I think the back four is quite an easy one. I think we're all basically got the same. Let's put it in then. You got to remember, Lukey Chambers was pulled from under 21's duty. Kay Gordon was pulled from under 21's duty. Who else was pulled from it? Is it Scallion? I can't pronounce his name properly. Is it Scallion? He was pulled. He was pulled from under 21's duty. Who else was pulled from under 20? Was it them three? And who's that 15-year-old kid that Liverpool really rate at the moment? I can't remember his name. What's the name of that 15, 16-year-old kid that's on Liverpool's books that Liverpool really rate right now? I can't remember his name. Scanlon, that's it. Scanlon. So Klopp said New Year, I believe. He also said with Thiago, back on the 3rd of November, he said Thiago was 4 weeks away. Well, the 3rd of November was 4 weeks ago. So Thiago could be back in the next couple of games. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That's the one he likes, man. That's the one he rates. He might be on the bench as well. We might see a few players on the bench tonight, resting up some of the big boys. But I think we're all right. I think our man Quadsno will play, who's been outstanding so far this season. How do I spell his name? Got out of my head. How do I spell his name? Spelling name of strong point. Is it Q-U-A, ain't it? Q-U-A-N-S. Yeah, Q-U-A-N-S. There he is. Canate, we had a chat about Canate last night. I don't want to go back into it because people were coming at me with so much sauce. I had my say about Canate last night. For me, Canate needs to put his name down on this team sheet and never be taken out of it now. But yeah, I think I think that's the yeah. I like his defence anyway. I think this is good. And then I think Joey G. He ain't done a lot wrong this season. Let's be fair to Joe Gomez here. I don't think he's done a lot wrong this season, guys. I really don't. That's the team I would go with. Big up. We'll come up with the sauce again. So that's the team I would go with to play LASK tonight at home. Kelleher in goal, Gomez, Kanate, Kwanzaa, Chambers at the back. Midfield three with Taro, Endu, Curtis Jones and Gravenberch in midfield. And then Harvey Elliott, Gakpo and Diaz up front. It may be a bit strong for some people, but, you know, they can get the job done in an hour and take everyone off. And then I think you'll have an experienced bench. I think Salah will be on the bench. You know, I think McAllister will be on the bench. Bosley will be on the bench. And then a few youngsters as well. We've got to be careful with the forward line now because Diogo Jota is out to the new year. I think we just got to be a little bit careful with the forward line and make sure people like Luis Diaz and that get rested because, you know, Luis Diaz gets injured. We really got no one on the left-hand side apart from Cody Gakpo. So we've got to be a little bit careful. I think Harvey Elliott, I'd like to see Harvey Elliott play off the right-hand side. I really would. I think he can do a job off that right-hand side. Now, I'd like to see him have a little go out there, out on that right, you know, with Diaz and Gakpo. I'd like to see it, man. I would like to see it. And then Kelleher, look, Quentin Kelleher's got a massive opportunity here. He knows he's going to play the next 4 or 5 games. You know, we've got Fulham on Sunday, then we've got Sheffield United in midweek, and then we've got Crystal Palace away. So Kelleher knows he's going to get these games now. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Roy says, I think 2 youngsters left side of the defence isn't strong enough. Good as Kwanzaa has been, I want Big Virgil in there. We need to get this game over the line. I can understand that. I mean, you can always put Kanate over there. I mean, we could always. Kanate's got more experience. He played in World Cups and that. You can always do that, couldn't you? You can always change it over. But I get what you're saying. And Curtis Jones could even play right back tonight. It's not out the realms of possibility. It's not out the realms of possibility because it's happened already that, you know, he does this. He plays Curtis Jones there. And Joe Gomez don't get played at all. And he plays, I don't know, another midfield. I'm not sure. Wouldn't shock me. Curtis Jones played there in it was in the League Cup, weren't it? It was at the League Cup he played there. Steven Basetic has played right back in the Europa League. I think it was the opening game of the season against LASK, wasn't it? In our first game that he played right back. But yeah, I think that's the team. I think Harvey Elliott in midfield instead of Curtis Jones could happen. And then Doak plays right wing. You know, that could be the thing he does. I think Gravenberch, Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz need some game time. And that's why I'm playing them 3 in this game. I think they need some game time. They need some minutes. And I think Diaz and Gakpo need a bit of a confidence boost. And I think Gravenberch just needs minutes. Remember, Gravenberch ain't really played a lot of football in the last 12 months. So he needs minutes. So them 3 are definitely playing for me. Vitaro Endo definitely plays for me. And then it's whoever plays in the other midfield position. It's either going to be Harvey or Curtis for me. But I'd like to see Curtis in Harvey up forward a bit more. And also it gets Harvey away from the midfield area. You know, get him in forward areas. Colin says the worry there, who's going to score. I think Cody Gakpo, this is a game for him, Colin. I think he's got it in his locker to score goals, especially against the opposition that we're going to play tonight. I just feel like Gravenberch needs minutes, and I think Diaz and Gakpo need a confidence boost. So that's the team I'm going with, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you very much for everyone coming in. You know, the game is not long away now. We ain't got long to the game. You know, it's 2.5 hours till kick off. And so for a comfortable night, guys, a victory for the Reds, and the results go our way in the group as well, where we can qualify top of the group tonight. And in the last game against Union, we can play kids from 1 to 11. Why not? Why not? But yeah, big up, guys. Thank you very much for doing me. No, Josh, so I'm not doing any watch-alongs for the foreseeable future. So I know a lot of people have asked about watch-alongs. I'm not going to do any watch-alongs for the foreseeable future because it's getting a bit difficult for me to do watch-alongs and all that because I've got a big family and I've got so many responsibilities at home now that I'm sticking more to doing all my other content and just not doing watch-alongs right now. Maybe back one day, but just not right now, guys. Just not right now. But yeah, big up to everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, you're all beautiful people. Up the Reds. Let's get the 3 points. Let's get Europe done. And I'll see you later. Enjoy the game, guys. Enjoy the game.